Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Ciocca Nissan of Quakertown in Quakertown, Pennsylvania to check out this brand new 2024 Nissan Altima. This is the SR front-wheel drive with the SR Premium package in gray sky pearl. Interesting color. Let me know what you think. But we're going to go through this 24 Altima, and you can let me know, is this the mid-size sedan that you would buy? So let's dig in. The front end of our SR Altima in gray sky pearl goes good with the gloss black on the grille. We got a full spread of LED lighting up front, including the turn signals, DRLs, and headlights. That Nissan V-Motion grille with the SR badge on the right side. The side air curtain vents, that is a fake design. I would have liked to see them make those functional. As we move around to our wheel and tire setup, what we're looking at here is a 19-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Nissan badge on the center cap. These wheels are wrapped in Bridgestone all-season tires, 235 on the width, the 40 series sidewall 19s, all four corners, front-wheel drive. You can also get the Altima in all-wheel drive if you want to spend a little bit more. Let me know what you think about this gray sky pearl. I'm not sure, but let me know what you guys think about it. As we move in closer, we're going to go gloss black on our side view mirror caps, no LED turn signals on the side view mirrors, color matched front and rear door handles, left side fuel filler cap up top, color matched roof, and a standard sunroof. The rear end of the Altima, I do like the deck lid kick up on the trunk. I think that looks good. Altima in brushed aluminum finish on the left, the Nissan badge, and then SR on the right. Functional dual exhaust down below. Looks good in the back. We're under the hood of this SR Altima, and what do we have for a power plant? We have Nissan's 2.5-liter naturally aspirated inline four-cylinder engine mated to a CVT transmission. 188 horsepower, 180 pound-feet of torque. MPGs 27 in the city, 37 on the highway, 31 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior of this Altima, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price for the 24 Altima SR front-wheel drive is $28,570. Now, this one's got a bunch of options, which we'll go over when we check out the window sticker. But then once you add in the options and a destination and delivery charge of $1,140 from Nissan's Canton, Mississippi assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $33,840. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move on in and we're going to go soft touch material up top. We've got brushed aluminum trim into our door handle. Nice soft leather armrest with the dual stitch, the white and the red. I like that. Gloss black around the switchgear, but the switchgear itself is flat, but we don't have memory seat settings. We don't have a power fold mirror. We have a decent sized door pocket in here, standard audio system. Moving into our foot box, nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator with a push on, push off parking brake. Seating wise, we're going to have full power seat for the driver with lumbar, power seat for the front passenger without lumbar. And then we have the black leather with the two dual tone stitching, the white and the red. Kind of looks maybe orangey on the camera lens, but they're nice and soft seats, look good. Let me know what you think. Front passenger door panel, same as the driver, no change. And then we're going to go with soft touch. We're going to have this faux carbon fiber looking trim into our heat and air vent, flat black plastic, and then a nice large door panel. Infotainment system with the SR Premium package, you get the 12.3-inch Nissan infotainment system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. We can open up our nav. Beautiful. The response is a little glitchy. Now we got it woken up. Takes a second or two to wake it up. This is a TomTom deal with Nissan, and sometimes it just takes a little while to wake it up. But it works fine once you got it woken up. But then you got your home screen where you can add a new phone. You got your Sirius XM. You have your, like I said, navigation. Have your connections, all your apps, your weather, Nissan Connect services to connect the vehicle up with your smartphone, Amazon Alexa. Nice, easy swipeability. If we go to our connections, we go right in here. There's your wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, Wi-Fi hotspot. connect the Bluetooth device as well. It's very simple and easy to figure out. Here's our Sirius XM. We'll bring that up. That's how it's going to look. And then, of course, you have your regular AM, FM, Bluetooth music as well. Go back to our nav. And then we go down to the cube box down here, and that takes you into your vehicle settings, where you want to set up your notifications. There's your TomTom weather, Sirius XM travel link, and all the other stuff. System information, you can go into your system information, get that. So it's really nice and easy to figure out. We go to reverse. Nice large backup camera with trajectory. Could be a little bit clearer. I think Nissan needs to change suppliers on their backup cameras and go to the one that's being used by everybody else, because everybody else's is clearer, even though this one's better than what you see in Infinitis right now, believe it or not. But it is a nice, easy system. Down here you got your volume button, camera button, seek for your music. You can actually change the display from daytime to nighttime manually using this button here. But you do have gloss plastic here, so be careful. 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards. Down further, this is what I find interesting. This is an SR with SR Premium, so you're almost at the top of the line. The VC Turbo's at the top of the line, and I don't have climate control in here. I just have a regular heat and air settings, and I think that's very odd, because I do have 2-stage heated seats right there, no problem, but I don't have a heated steering wheel. So it's a little bit schizophrenic in how this thing is set up. And then we have a USB-C, USB-A, 12-volt, and a wireless charging pad. Here is the leather gaiter with the stitching and the push-button start to go through this Xtronic CVT. Then we're going to go gloss black here, so be careful. 2 cup holders. And then we have our Nissan key fob, remote start, lock, unlock, pop the trunk, panic button, nice and light. And then a really nice soft armrest, again with the dual stitching, red and white, looking good. And then we open that up and we have a really large area for storage. The Altima steering wheel, leather wrapped with red or orange stitching, depending on how it looks on the camera. Nissan badge on the horn button, flat bottom wheel. Really love how the steering wheel looks in Nissans now. Plenty of room to get in and out of the vehicle the way this is set up. And then we have flat black on our switch gear. So over here you got your controls for the digital dash, seek for your music and volume. And then on the right side is where you're going to get your cruise and your telephone voice commands. We do have paddles. If we want to manually shift through this Xtronic CVT, simulated gears, you have your headlight controls, high beams on the right side, windshield wipers down below on the left, pop the trunk, brighten dim the dash, trip reset. We do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then as far as our dash goes, what we're looking at here is an analog digital combo. Analog gauges for your speedometer, tachometer, fuel level, and coolant temperature. And then we have a 7-inch display in the center on this Altima. And you can go through different pages of information that you want to see. And then some of these pages do have submenus that you can go through, depending on what you would like to see when you're going down the road. So it's really nice and easy to use. Overhead console, here's the SOS button. In case there's an emergency on the road, there's a spot for your shades right there. Now, if you want your dome lighting to come on off when you open and close the door, this button right here remains off. When you open the door, lighting comes on. Close the door, lighting will dim out. No problem at all. Now, the standard roof, the shade is manual, and then you just hit the button, back it goes, wind buffer comes up, roof's all the way back, and then you can just close it up. And then when you're done, manually put the shade back. Sun visor with vanity and a light. Does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the back seat of the Altima, I have the driver's seat set for my driving position, so we'll hop on in. Nice and easy to get in. You might need to duck down a little bit with the sloping roof if you're a taller person, but once I'm in at 5'11", plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees. Leather, no seat pocket behind the driver. We have one behind the front passenger. In the back, we do have USB-C, USB-A connectivity here in the back of this Altima. And then the back door panels, we're not going to have the same action. We're going to have some cost cut with flat black plastic up top, really hard, no chrome trim, but we do have a soft armrest. So Nissan has cut a little cost in the back. Rear seats with the leather, with the dual stitching, with the design on the insert, nice and soft. And then we have a super soft armrest, 2 cup holders, but overall, it's pretty comfortable here in the back of this SR Altima. Getting in the trunk of the Altima, you can pop it from the key fob or from the dash, or you can come to the back, and right underneath the Nissan badge, there's a button. You hit it and lift up. Nice and light, nice wide opening. What we're looking at here is 15.43 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Altima. Here are the carpeted mats that come with the vehicle. Here are the all-season mats the dealer added, and a cargo net and cargo tray which the dealer added for extra money. And then underneath here, you do have tools and a jack. And underneath that, I don't know if you can see it, we have a spare tire tucked underneath there. So thank you, Nissan, for the spare. And we also have those lovely shopping hooks. So nothing will slide around while you're going down the road. You can just hang the bags right there. And then if you need more room and nobody's in the back seat, we can just hold these levers. And then we can let the rear seats down. 60-40 split. And now, if you have more room, you have a lot more space for larger, longer items. So it's a nice use of space in the back of this Altima. Altima window sticker, we'll zoom on in, 24 Altima. Standard equipment. Here are all the options right here. The big one being the SR Premium package. Total vehicle MSRP from the factory. MPGs. Crash ratings. Final assembly, Canton, Mississippi. Dealer added the floor mats and wheel locks. Total vehicle asking price. Take this vehicle out for a spin. All right, we're ripping down the road in this Altima, man. All right, so here we are in the midsize Altima, 24 Altima SR, and we got the sport tune suspension because SR meaning sport ride. So it's a little bit stiffer, let's say, than an SL or an S would be, but it's not hugely stiff, I wouldn't say, as far as that goes. But you know what? We got great visibility out the windshield, side glass, side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that jazz in here. We got LED lighting up front for safety. So for a mid-size sedan, it's got a lot of nice stuff. It's got the 12.3-inch screen, USB-A, USB-C wireless charging, 12-volt, heated seats. But the two things it doesn't have, which I think is strange considering it has the SR Premium package on it, is it doesn't have climate control and it doesn't have a heated steering wheel. I would like to see both of those in this car, without a doubt. You probably got to go to the all-wheel drive one to get that. I'm not sure, but I think that may be what the trick is. But it should be in the front-wheel drive too. You know, come on. It's an SR. But you guys let me know what you think. But it rides well, it handles well. I love how Nissan's doing their wheels. The steering has a nice weight to it, not too heavy, but not really light. It's very, very tight on the steering as well. I get some nice feedback through the wheel to let me know what my tires are doing. Now, the 2.5 SR has a naturally aspirated engine, right? 188 horsepower, 180 pound-feet of torque. It's not going to set fires going down the road. But if you're looking for a comfortable four-door sedan that has a lot of room for passengers and for gear in the trunk, and you don't need an SUV, then this is fine. No problem at all. Piece of cake, this Altima. Now the question for you to decide is, we got heavy competition for Altima in the Altima segment, right? In this midsize sedan segment, Camry, Accord, two big hitters right off the bat. Then you got Sonata, K5 from the Koreans. You still got the Subaru Legacy. You still got the Chevy Malibu. Now, if you don't want a CVT, then you're going to have to go with the Koreans, right, with the Sonata and the K5, because the Camry's got a CVT now, all of them for the 24-25. If you can still find a 4-cylinder 24, you may be able to get an 8-speed if you can still find one around. But all the 25s are out in the Camry, and they are CVT only, Accord CVT only, Legacy CVT only, Malibu CVT only, and then you have the Koreans, which have the automatics. So you let me know what you would do. But you know what? I like the Altima. Now the Altima they're winding it down. 2025 will be the final model year for the Altima and the Versa, as Nissan is moving on to yet another EV, which sounds like is going to be called the Maxima. So it better be sporty and it better be fast. So we're winding down the Altima. I wanted to bring you this one in 24. We're going to do some 25s as well, but I wouldn't expect any changes, since 25 will be the last year of the Altima for sure. But this one's got some nice stuff in it. Now, does it have $32,000, $33,000, $34,000 worth of nice stuff? No, I don't think so. I think you can get more value in a Sonata or a K5. And for 34, you're looking at that new Camry SE front-wheel drive, and that's got real nice stuff in it too. It's going to make it very tough on the Altima, but they still sold in 23. They sold $128,000 Altimas. So it's not like they're not selling any, but they're not selling 300,000 like Toyota is with the Camry. So there you have it. But you let me know what you think about this Altima. I mean, it's competent, it's good, it's got some nice features, the seats are insanely comfortable, but it's in a sea of really well built, better selling in a couple of I should say instances with Camry and Accord, in the segment that Nissan looks like they're going to get out of. So you let me know what you think about it. But I do want to thank Ciocca Nissan for allowing the channel access to this 2024 Nissan Altima for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.